No high ranking member of the DHS or Secret Service has given us any reason why Thomas Crooks was able to get at Trump. So, why do you think that that is?
We don't know why. We can only wonder. It's really the FBI as the lead agency to investigate motives and all the things to do about the suspect. And the FBI gave a very curious and suspicious statement right away, within in the next day after the shooting, saying that none of the evidence they have suggests that, or no evidence suggests that he did anything but act alone. So right away they're jumping to the conclusion that he acted alone, which he very well might have. But the FBI didn't have the evidence then. They didn't get into the guy's phone for quite a while later. DHS and Secret Service are not investigating the way the FBI is, but they're not giving answers either. We know they had that briefing to the Senate saying that and not letting the senators ask questions.
What is the thing that sticks out to you the most, right? If we don't know anything and we're still trying to figure out any explanation, what is the thing that you point at and say, I would really like to have an answer in this area?
The first answer is why wasn't the President Trump, protected when the authorities knew many minutes in advance that there was a suspect or possibly a shooter on the scene? Why was there no obstruction between that roof line and the platform where President Trump was, as would be normal at an event? You'd at least put a tractor trailer or something in front to prevent some line of sight happening. So there are a lot of what ifs about why the Secret Service failed. And then you have to ask, why did Secretary of Homeland Security Mayorkas say he stood 100% behind the Secret Service director who had failed to do her job?
Absolutely. And I have another question for you, sir. What do you make of the videos on social media that show that there were even Trump supporters, people at the rally who were pointing to the man on the roof saying, hey, we noticed something suspicious. So even Trump supporters are almost more protective of President Trump, it seems like, than some of these agencies. So what do they do in that situation, and how can we make sure that we are alert and informing people of what's going on? And how is it that nothing was done at that point?
Yeah, it's really hard to separate incompetence from willful negligence, or even simple negligence or malice. You can't rule out malice. You can't rule out that somebody wanted this to happen. The fact is, we simply don't know. But any police officer, anybody anywhere, when a citizen sees something, they're going to respond and they're going to check it out. In this case, at the highest of high-profile events, this did not happen. So this is one of the main things. The Secret Service is not answering that question. They're not even talking to members of Congress and members of the Senate, and not even allowing them to ask the questions, even though the Secret Service leaders were the ones who gave the briefings to the senators. So Senator Ron Johnson said that they could only ask 4 questions, and there were a lot of questions he was left unanswered.